So I'm replacing the bearing, the front bearing on the Ford Focus 2000 to 2004. This is a 2001. You got to get the hub off, which is over there. And to do that, you need to get rid of a few things here you need to remove. The brake calipers held on by two 7 millimeter Allen keys, and there's like a clamp that you have to slide back. Then you could put it aside, tie it. There's an ABS sensor. I didn't have to disconnect it, actually. It's over here now, but I did because I thought I could get to the bearing without removing the ABS sensor, but no, it actually is in the way of sliding it out. This is actually the rubber or magnet that sits on the inside of the wheel, so you got to make sure you put the bearing in right. This is pretty deteriorated. That's why ABS was actually acting up. There was some howling. So you got to remove the tie rod end here. The ball joint has to come out, and the drive axle comes out. And then there's like a pinch on the shock. It's a 15 millimeter bolt on one side, and then it should just slide down. The axle is a 32 millimeter. It's very easy to do if you have an air compressor, impact gun, and actually all of them, the impact gun helped immensely. And when you put it back, I'm not going to use the impact gun. Maybe I'll use the impact wrench. And I don't want to strip anything. But this, if mine was actually not stuck or anything, but if you're just stuck to the drum or to the hub, you can put the bolt back on and then just boink it with the hammer. And same thing goes for the tie rod. Actually, I had to hit it a few times, so I put the castle nut like that, and then got that loosened up. My disc also, you can hit it, but you gotta stay away from the disc part, or try putting some wood or something on it so you don't damage it. Mine just came out because this was all taken apart because the subframe was actually replaced just a couple months ago. So you could see the original. This is not an original bearing. This one lasted just under 100,000 kilometers. It's a no name. I put this in about when I bought the car in 2013, 2012, I think it's 2013. It lasted almost 100,000. The other side already went much sooner, maybe at 80,000 kilometers. The new one is a Timken, so I think it's going to last a lot longer. You can see the engravings there, all about where it's made, Korea, Timken. And then this one is nothing on it. You can see it's pretty bad. This actually has a steel plate that fell off while I was pressing it out. I have that plate there, but it's pretty rough. And this one is very smooth, no sound. This one, you can hear it's pretty worn out. This inside, the inside wasn't actually too bad, but it's not perfect either. So to get it out, you do need one of these. Well, you can get a hydraulic press, or you can get one of these presses, which is just all you need is a breaker bar, and I think it's a 32 millimeter that I'm using. I think one side is 30, one side is 32. So they don't come in the set. You need to get that. And then once you break it, once it starts going, it's pretty easy. So don't break it with the impact gun though, because you might strip your thread there. Once it's like going easily, to save time, you could, I guess, use the impact. That's what I did, and it was fine. So now I'm gonna be putting it back. The installation is reversive removal. So starting with the pressing the bearing back in. So now I'll be using the same tools but in reverse order. I'll be pushing hopefully the spacers and everything are the same ones. Yeah, this one fits better. On the way in, I couldn't use this one on the way in. I had to use the smaller one. On the way out, I mean, I had to use this one. But on the way in, let's see. Yeah, this is the one. Unless I can go bigger, but I don't think so. Yeah. I suppose I could use this one. Yeah. Yeah, this one's even bigger. This one is flush, so I'm gonna use this one. Put these guys back. So this will go like that. You can see it's actually angled to help you get everything perfect. And then on the other side, you can just use something like this. I guess it doesn't matter too much as long as it sits flush here. Then you just squeeze everything together and it goes back in. And of course there's the ABS sensor, which I pulled out right there. It sits in there. So the next part is putting the, once this is back in, the oh, actually this is the wrong the wrong direction. Make sure your magnet is on the outside, I mean on the inside, because that's where your ABS sensor is. And then this is the spindle here, where your wheel attaches. This will be sitting on this side like that. So that'll have to figure out how I'm gonna get that in. I don't know if I can use the tool. I don't think so. Maybe I can. Yeah, I should be able to use the tool as well.